Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, I'd like to thank you for everything that you've given me, everything that you've given John, everything that you have given all of our loved ones and everyone else in the world that follows you. Lord, I ain't saying it's an easy road, but with you by our side, it will always be easier than it could be. Lord, I ask that you stay in our minds and our hearts for today's podcast. We're going to discuss some topics that some people have a hard time talking about, but I want you and everyone else that listens to this to know that we're coming from a good heart and we follow you and we try to be the best example of you. We will fail multiple times, but we will always continue to try to follow you and be like you in as many ways as possible. Lord, thank you for forgiving all of us for all of our sins and dying on the cross for us. And in Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Amen.
I was speaking on top of this mic. What is up, guys, and welcome back to the Skeptics Podcast. Your favorite conspiracy theorist, Dylan Turley. Your favorite stepson, John Reeves.
Bringing that back, huh?
Bringing that back. This is for the OGs. We'll throw it in there every
now and then. If you know,
you
know.
If you know, you know. And your stepmom knows. What podcast episode are we on?
47.
47. Got the big 5-0 coming up.
Big 5-0.
I think we were going to try to interview, I think it was Jeffrey Epstein's attorney, but he just died. So,
yeah.
Sorry. But we start off every one of these podcasts asking the great John Reeves how he's doing. So, John Boy, how are you doing on this fine 105 degrees Arkansas weather, humidity through the roof, sweating balls as you walk out the door?
Doing pretty good. Coming off of like a 4 or 5 day, kind of like being a Debbie Downer and just some had some negativity weighing on me, but we're up. We're back. Positivity's flowing today. Things are feeling good, so we're doing good.
What are some examples on how to get on the rise for you? What are some things that you have noticed is like, this is getting me out of the funk?
Well, a few just offhand is one, having a good group of people around me, whether it be your friends or family, that sometimes know you better than you know yourself. Like, sometimes you forget, and it's people who help keep you on track. And so shout out to some of my friends who was able to notice and be like, dude, because I had some opportunities, and they were like, don't do that. They're like, listen to what you sound like. They're like, no. That's not going to be good. And I'm like, okay. What should I do instead? They're like, I don't know. Do something you like. Well, so over the weekend, what I do? I went and shot guns. Something I love to do. Very passionate about it. I was able to link up with Connor. And so that was good because it's been a while since he's been able to come out there. So it's always fun being able to get together with somebody who really hasn't been able to be as frequent as the rest of us. And just go, obviously be safe, but have fun, So that was a piece. Find something you can do to help. I don't know, that helps you level out as a person. For me, it's going and shooting. It helps level my mind out and bring me back to a good base level, because it's something that I have to focus on, so I can't give any bad energy towards anything else or be negative, because I have to be focused.
Interesting.
So it takes all my attention. So that's a big one. And then just have good people around you. Shout out to old Jet Ski. He told me the other day, I was asking him some questions, and I was like, look at this. I said, I look like a doofus. And he was like, no. He was like, you're a handsome guy. Look at that. And I was like, what the heck? Old Jet Ski.
Jet Ski, baby.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
And nobody knows. Let's just go ahead and make that clear. Only Jet Ski knows.
Yeah, Jet Ski.
Yep. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I often wonder, because we've been seeing this here and there.
Yeah.
We are having an influx of women, which we love.
Pretty great.
Thinking that they need to join OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And this is a problem.
This is
This is definitely a problem, because there's there's two problems. There's the it's a very bad sin. Let's just go ahead and get that out there. Jesus Christ is not wanting you to do that.
Yeah.
Now, definitely not the way to open up to anybody that has OnlyFans. That's probably not the first thing you need to tell them. Because anybody out here that's maybe watching this that has OnlyFans, like, I'm not out here hating on you because I love everybody but pedophiles. So I hope you do get better and find the Lord. But I care about you as a person too. Because something that you were saying earlier when we were talking about this is it ruins a lot of these people's lives.
Yeah, I was seeing like a trend on the internet, on like Instagram.
Talk about it.
Where it's these reels, and it's of girls who like were graduating college, or they're about to go somewhere, and or graduating high school even, which is insane. And they would post online and be like, I'm about to start an OnlyFans, and I can't wait to make all this money, and my life's going to be so much better. And then it cuts to them, and it's like a few months down the road, and they're like, well, I can't get a job in my town because everybody has seen my naked pictures online.
That's right.
And these naked pictures got leaked onto the internet, so now everybody can get them for free. Nobody has to pay for them.
Yeah.
So I'm not making any money off of OnlyFans, and I'm back living at home with zero money, don't know what to do. Now, some of them, I have seen the opposite, where they come out and they're like, I don't regret any of it, but I'm broke.
I wonder where the instinct for money comes from. Because we like money. Yeah. Everybody here watching this, you like money. Just go ahead and say it. Don't love money, but like money because we need it to survive.
Yeah.
Understand that. And it's hard out here for a pimp. If you know that reference, you know that reference. But it's hard. I mean, houses are stupid expensive.
Yeah.
Gas it's lower than what it normally is, which is awesome. But you have to have most people have a car payment for that.
Yeah.
So there's I get it that it's hard.
Yeah.
And we're at this period now that a lot of people, we talked about this a little bit before too, don't want to ask for help because they think it makes them less than somebody else.
Yeah, I've seen a real trend with young people in like acting tough, and then like they don't want to ask for help. And I don't know if it's out of fear or if it's out of like, I don't need help, which is crazy.
Right.
I ask for help actually quite a bit because there's some stuff that either one, you can't do on your own, or two, you just don't know how to do it. And it's okay. Nobody expects you to know everything. When you're born, you don't know everything.
No.
So it takes time. You have to learn this stuff.
For sure.
It's a process. So I don't know where I've got an idea. You know, I can tell you what I think is causing some of these young women or young men, and you know, depending on the scenario, to do these things or act these types of ways. I always almost blame it on families.
Yeah.
And go back to that. Because you don't even have to be like a big spiritual or religious family. But if you have good values, or even if maybe you have good values, but then you're just not good at parenting.
Yeah.
Right? And so you put it on the back burner. You'll never teach your kids nothing.
Yeah.
I think that's such a negative, and it puts them behind the curve, and then they end up doing stuff like that, where they either have to act tough to try and make it, I guess is the right word, or they're going to sell pictures of their body or videos or whatever online to make money because that's your best route. Like I'd like to know what the motivation is, or if it's just getting wealthy.
I would think so.
Which is greedy.
I don't know that. I mean, if any OnlyFans model wants to come on here and talk about it, I mean, I'd be down.
We talk to you.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just to get the more minds you can talk to, even the psycho ones. It's like the more minds you talk to. The one thing, if anybody has figured out, about us doing this, the viewers, because you guys know, bring anybody on any podcast. It's awesome. Great idea. Because if they are somebody that is wrong, evil, has some stuff going on in the background,
Yeah.
they'll pick it up.
Oh, yeah.
Because we pick it up when we watch podcasts.
Yeah.
You watch some people and you're like, that might be not a good guy.
Yeah.
Or it's like if anybody's ever watched that interview of Lily Phillips, which was in like an OnlyFans model, like probably a year ago, that she was trying to like do it with like 1,000 guys in a day or something like that. She did a test run through 100, which Shane Gillis is like, what a sin. So Shane Gillis' word, not my word. But it is. I mean, it is. But you could see her eyes.
Yeah.
That it would like she was in mental and emotional shock.
Yeah.
Like what she just did. Now, there's no telling how much money she got over that.
Yeah.
And as of now, she might have been able to suck that down, literally, and try to find a way to cover it up because she probably got a massive paycheck from that.
Yeah.
Probably did.
Probably.
And we're going to also go into the other half of this. Guys, don't be buying people's OnlyFans. Doesn't need to be happening.
Yeah.
It's bad enough that you can see all this stuff for free. So,
well, and just a PSA, because I don't know if I've ever heard anybody preach about it recently, so I don't know if anybody's warning young people. But this is how you get scammed also.
For sure.
And like how your cards get hacked and stuff like that. Like people know. And not even like the people who are on the sites or running the sites, but there's guys out there who want your money. They know you're going to visit these websites, and they're going to put things in place to try and like hack your computer and get your money.
For sure. But the video of the Lily girl, after the whole thing, I mean, I wouldn't want to step foot anywhere in that room. But the chick just looked like she needed a real person there.
Yeah.
Not somebody that's filming, not somebody that's participating, somebody that's real to be like a father figure.
Yeah.
Or maybe even a husband figure down the line that's like, hey, your self-worth is not in this.
Mm-mm.
And I don't know if you feel like it is, or like we're talking about now, it's just completely money motivated.
Yeah.
Because you may have all the money in the world, but nobody may sell anything to you ever because you have done something of this nature. And sadly, that's not the case because everybody wants money. I mean,
I wonder how much of it's that, but also like, do they not have any role models in their life?
What if it's another OnlyFans model?
Maybe it is.
Like you got girls out here saying, I wish I could be like Angela White.
That's crazy, dog.
And you're like,
that's crazy.
What? It's like I've personally never met a guy that was like, I want to be like Johnny Sins.
Right.
You may joke about it.
Yeah.
But the one time they're like, oh, let's get a camera out and go for it. You're like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know one. Here's the interesting perspective on it. You know, most guys don't succeed
in
OnlyFans,
that industry.
In OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Let's say they did succeed.
Yeah.
Do you think there would still be the same amount of it?
What do you mean amount of it?
Like, say there's way more women that participate in this than men do.
Yes.
Obviously, women are a lot more. Well, most women are better looking than a lot of guys.
Yeah.
And the scale on the looks for women is way different than the scale for women that looks at men. Like a man, whether you like it or not, I don't care how perfect you are, likes seeing naked chicks.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it is normally. And you'll see one that's a 3 to a 10.
Yeah.
Well, a woman's not looking at a naked dude unless they're an 8 or above.
Right.
So let's flip the scenario for a minute. Because like for me, we talk a lot about this with being the parents.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm 1,000% a mama's boy, 1,000%. And my dad was there, but he wasn't I mean, he didn't wrestle and all this other stuff, which I'm not knocking him.
Yeah.
It's not really something I like to do anyways. But I didn't really have a huge fatherly role model. Why have I not thought, let's make naked videos?
Well, because you had a good role model. That's the main thing, I think. And also, it's probably not pushed as much that you could make as much doing that, because not as many people want to see naked dudes.
But say we're also in a world at this point to where I don't think it's near as much as it was before, and we've already kind of talked about this a little bit.
Yeah.
To where it's like some people don't believe women get the same abilities that men do, and I do think that's right to a certain degree, because if I had a daughter, I would persuade my daughter not to go in the oil field, because a lot of people get hurt in the oil field.
Yeah.
And
well, so
I don't want my daughter in that scenario.
To that extent, though, there's also not a lot of people in places. So, like, imagine if they don't have a dad that's going to tell them that, right? And they go to school, and the school's like, you know what? Most women do X, Y, Z.
Mm-hmm.
And so their whole life, they're thinking, like, let me just give you some options. Be a nurse, be a teacher, and this is, I'm really trying to push hard on, like, stereotypical stuff
for
right
sure.
now. But things are, like, a lot of that nature, right? Or working in a daycare or something. And for the most part, there's a lot of those that don't pay well.
Right.
Even certain types of nurses, in quotes, because, like, you do have, like, different levels or whatever.
Of course. Oh, yeah, of course.
And
well,
so,
with anything.
But they're just not going to make as much. And so there's been an argument that, like, people aren't telling them to strive to be more.
So let's say, I don't know if I fully agree with that, but let's say, and I'm not saying you do either.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Let's say that in a perfect world, if you want to call it that, a perfect world, I don't even know if you want to call it that, that men and women had every single opportunity the exact same, no matter what. Let's say that. Would there still be the same amount of OnlyFans people as there is now? What do you think? Do you think the society in that realm plays so much a difference that that's why women are doing OnlyFans? Because you hear a lot of these OnlyFans people that's like, it's women empowerment, I'm my own boss, and all this other jazz.
Yeah.
I have my opinion on it.
I think the number would be lower, but I don't think it's going to be, like, it's not going to be a small number. It'll still be a large number. But I think that boils back down to my original statement of, like, not having a good role model to be like, here is, like, what life is better and could be more of. It's not all about just making as much money as you possibly can, and the easiest way for you to do that because you're a pretty girl is this. Okay? I mean, I know some women that are probably kind of like girl bosses, and they don't do that stuff.
No, for sure, I'm with you.
So now, do they see anything wrong with it? Potentially not.
That's interesting. You're right. It'd be interesting if we were to go pull 10 guys, 10 girls. We ought to do this somehow.
Okay, we can do it.
Put in the comments if you want us to take the podcast on the streets. Because I'm actually interested in this, really, really interested in this. Say you picked 5 guys, 5 girls, are not associated with any kind of religion, belief, whatever. Take 5 girls that are. It don't have to be Christian. Be whatever you want. And then you got 5 guys that are as well. And you ask them, how bad is OnlyFans on a scale from 1 to 10?
Mm-hmm.
I would think you would have a lot more guys on both sides. That's probably in the 9 to 8 category on how bad it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet you the women, most of them, maybe not the Christian ones, maybe, would still be lower. They'd be like, it's a 7 or it's a 5.
But do you think that could be affected by the fact that they don't watch the content or consume the content as much as a male audience? So they don't feel as affected by it. Do you think that could play a factor?
What do you mean affected by? Like, what do you?
Well, like people talk about how it can be bad for you and it can be bad for like people who consume that kind of content. It can also be bad for your development as a person because you're able to get these dopamine releases
Mm-hmm.
via, instant access. Whereas, like, if you had to go and talk to a girl and et cetera, whatever. And so it has, like, these negative effects because you're training your body that, like, oh, anytime I feel this way or I need this type of dopamine hit, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
I can do this. And your body is more likely to default to that from what I've heard on these studies and stuff. And
Are you saying?
I'm thinking that dudes are more likely to fall into that than the girls would be.
Oh no, I agree with you 1,000% on that.
And so I think, could that be what would affect their decision process? They're like, I've never looked at OnlyFans before.
Oh yeah, they're like, it's not that bad because I've never thought about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Whereas with dudes,
probably true.
Like if you asked all the dudes, they're like, oh, I've thought about it.
Yeah. But let's say you made it clean and cut,
Mm-hmm.
and you asked all 20 of these people, do you think there should be OnlyFans? I'd be really curious what all the answers are.
I would be curious as well.
Like I would say 90% of dudes.
What do you think in the age range?
Oh.
Of like the people to ask.
18 to 30.
Okay.
I wouldn't think many 30-year-old and above people are paying for OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think so.
I wouldn't think so.
I could be wrong,
I would think it's probably the
but
18 to
Yeah,
26-year-old demographic.
yeah, but that'd be extremely. I would say the guy. I would say 90% of the dudes would be like, "Yep, it needs to be disappeared." There might be that one guy that's in there that's like,
It's like, nah, I ain't got a problem.
"Nah, I ain't got a problem with it."
Yeah.
And then for women, I think the Christian based, I think it'd be like 100% to where they'd say the ones that's not, maybe out of 5, maybe 70% of them. So I bet you, I would figure in all, like 70% of women would be like, I think we need to get rid of OnlyFans. And then like 90% of the men would be like, I think we need to get rid of OnlyFans. Because how often do you think both people are thinking about the user and then the end user? Like we're talking about right here 2 different groups. We're talking about the person that makes the OnlyFans, and we're talking about the people that watch the OnlyFans.
Yeah.
How often are other people thinking about that? Versus, this girl's on OnlyFans, she's bad, blah, 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 whatever. Versus, hey, we need to stop the guys from buying it. Like, so that's a battle that has to be fought on both ends. Do you push so hard to stop OnlyFans, or do you push so hard to create good morals in the end user to not watch it?
I don't know, because some people, like the people who don't think there's anything wrong with it, are going to instantly come out and say that you're limiting their ability to earn a paycheck.
I know.
But at the same time, I think I just seen a statement made by Xi Jinping, which is like the leader of China, and they're banning it over there in China because they think that it is detrimental to the people.
Yeah, I would say so.
So I wonder about that. Like, is there any other countries that have bans on that stuff? And if so, how many? And are we the outlier?
I would say I don't think we're so much as an outlier. Like every bit of the country, 90% of the country besides us does that. I mean, I know China's like that. China can't even watch TikTok, and it was made in China.
That's so sketchy to me.
You talk about conspiracy.
I'm gonna stand by that the whole time. I don't know why we haven't banned it. Personally,
you're in China getting a paycheck from Americans for a thing that you can't have in your own country.
Yes,
that's a wild thing. So, how does that change anything, though? Now that I think about it, like if you got a girl over in China that makes an OnlyFans, and she puts what are those things called that changes your location on a VPN?
Like a VPN,
and she's getting paid. She's not getting paid from anybody in China, but she's getting paid from a bunch of dudes in America. How do you even regulate that? Just take the app, I guess, completely out of the store?
Yeah. Well, or block the website. The website would have to be like disbanded.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Or the people who own it, they would have to shut it off. But
like whatever happened, this might be a dumb question.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to just modeling? like whatever happened to that?
That's still a thing.
Yeah, but why can't we just narrow it down to that?
Probably because
how much do you think the numbers would go down?
If what?
OnlyFans. Like say Trump just put out a statement.
Yeah.
It was like they have some super duper AI technology or whatever. And they're like, we're limiting OnlyFans to just like bikini and swimsuit modeling.
Mm-hmm.
Like no naked stuff. You think you would see a big decline in numbers?
There would be a decent decline, but I don't know if it would be big. And the only reason why I say that is because if it's a pretty girl, there's still going to be people who want
of course
to pay to see her, even if it's in a bikini. Guarantee, I'd be willing to technically bet money.
Well, I was about to say no, it wouldn't. I was about to say technically, if OnlyFans got banned completely, wouldn't some modeling companies get more workers?
Probably not.
But I guess if you know what I just now thought about is I would be so interested to know if this was actually considered in the statistics. It's like every year or so it's like Trump will come out. I think even Obama came out or Biden came out and was like, we have more new businesses started this year than ever.
Oh yeah.
And it's like I wonder how many of those are considered like OnlyFans girls starting their own business.
I never thought about that.
That's what I'm saying.
How many of those though?
Like Trump's out here flexing that we got more businesses, but all of them are just naked chicks.
Yeah. Well, but also here's a rebuttal to the modeling thing. I could definitely see some ladies saying to you, well, there's so much corruption in that industry and people that want to take advantage of you for your body that why would I not just go ahead and do it all myself and make more money?
Well, you can just do it. Just start your own modeling agency.
Yeah, but I feel like that's one of those markets that's probably pretty...
Yeah, you're probably right.
It's probably pretty hard to get into as it is, and it would be almost impossible to start your own and be like super successful.
Yeah, true.
Whereas like if they just sell their naked body...
Yeah. You think OnlyFans... You think everybody would stop? We're just throwing the spitball and all kind of things right now because I've got a lot of weird questions that I'd be very interested to ask a OnlyFans model.
Yeah.
If something came out tomorrow and said OnlyFans is going to be free, there's nothing you could do about it.
God.
Are we about to see a decline of women on there? Or they just at this point they're like, do it for the people.
No. Definitely going to be a decline because all the ones who are definitely in it for the ability to make money, because it's kind of like a get-rich-quick scheme.
No, it is. You're right. Absolutely.
And so, because at the end of the day, like, let's be realistic. Let's think about this. If you make a lot of money from anything quickly, and then you spend it, at some point, most likely, that ends for you. the getting rich quick. At some point, it's going to slow down.
Yeah.
There's going to be a downturn. So if you haven't done anything smart with that money, you're back to being broke.
I actually, now I thought about it, I don't think the accounts would go down that much.
If they went to being free?
Yeah, because women would still want to be on there because they're getting eyeballs, and then them eyeballs are going somewhere else.
I don't know. There's a lot of them though that I think are just want that big payout.
No, obviously for sure.
So if you're not getting the big payout there, why would they not like find a different way to get that payout?
Well, your best way would be direct people to my bikini pictures that's on Instagram. That'd be the next best way. And what way to get more eyeballs than, hey, I got naked pictures here? Well, no, I guess that kind of backfires the thing.
Yeah. If there's free naked pictures.
That's true.
Like, they're just going to go straight there, dog. And now you're still cooked.
That's what Trump needs to do then.
What?
Just make it free.
Well, he can. It's a privately owned business.
Well, the privately owned business needs to make it free.
Well, they're making money, so.
I know.
Good luck.
I'd be interested. Who do you think? You think a bunch of dudes started OnlyFans or women?
Dudes.
Bunch
Come
of
on.
Pedophiles.
Are you kidding me? It's a bunch of dudes who are like, I know what we're going to do.
Oh yeah, because they got access to it all.
Yeah, they're like, we're about to.
They're like, I get free subscriptions on all this stuff,
and we're about to make bank.
Yeah.
Like, think about the cut that they get across however many.
Wouldn't it be wild? Wouldn't it be wild if like Epstein started it? Like he was the biggest founder of OnlyFans. That's crazy. Because think about
that would be crazy.
Think about the dirt. Holy moly! You talk about a conspiracy right now. Think about how much dirt the owners of OnlyFans have on everyone at this point. They have the people that signed up, the people that's paying, their credit card numbers. They have all the pictures of all the women that's on there. That's crazy. I'm almost gonna throw this out there. We're about to see in the next like 10, 20 years or something like that, we're gonna see some people come out being bad.
How are they not being blackmailed? I just thought about
that. On the OnlyFans thing. That's what I'm
like answer this question. If a guy
Trump, you still need to get all the information for Epstein. I'm not letting that go. That needs to come out. And you're a douche if it doesn't come out. But we want to talk something about bigger than that.
Well, here's my point. What happens if a guy goes on there, just a random guy, and he sends a message, a DM.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm going to leak these pictures if you don't pay me $10,000. Think about that. You could blackmail one of those people. Now, you better be careful. I'm sure there's legal stuff and things in there that protect. But if there was a way that they could, like, that seems sketchy. Like, that seems too easy to blackmail somebody.
See, I think it's even almost could be darker than that. Imagine you're the owner of OnlyFans. Yeah. And you got, I was going to try to make up some name. The biggest OnlyFans person in the world right now. Yeah. And they come out on Instagram like, I'm going to quit OnlyFans. I've made all my money for now. And then this dude's like, the owner calls you up. He's like, you ain't quitting. You bring in millions of dollars to us. Yeah. And he starts blackmailing her. Now, He can't blackmail her with the pictures because she's already put them out there. Yeah. Obviously. But what other information does that dude know at this time? What kind of stories can he make up that all he's got to say is, hey, this girl one time tried to post a picture with an underage person and just ruin that whole girl's life.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm talking. Somebody might need to investigate this. Candace Owens, you might need to get on this. Investigate OnlyFans.
Yeah,
because I'm with you. There's got to be some.
And I just want to say this too. Like, we're coming at it from like a genuine
Yeah, for sure.
Like, this could literally ruin their life.
Yeah.
Perspective.
Yeah. I don't want any person that's generally just trying to make it in life go down hard.
Yeah.
Because that's the opposite of your goal.
Yeah.
And it's not happy whatsoever. I mean, that turns a lot of people away very quickly.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if if you were approached by a girl and the first thing she said was, I have an OnlyFans, are you okay with that? 9 out of 10 people are going to be like, I'm not.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you have millions of dollars whatsoever. And I know there's going to be the people out there that complains, well, you need to love me for more than that. No, I don't. I don't. I love you as a person, but I'm not going to love you as my forever.
Yeah.
Because you're doing things that does not match my values.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is. But I would love for you to get out of it and match my values. Now, that gets into an even harder topic.
Yeah.
After that. I'm trying to remember what this girl's name is. I can't remember what her name is, but she gets a lot of flack online.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to feel about it personally. You're hearing it from me right now. I have no idea how to feel about this. I've been trying to look into it. I've been trying to get information, see what's genuine. I don't know. But as two Christians, we like when people get closer to God.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to go that route and you want to be Buddhist and all that other stuff, you're good. I still love you more than anything. Trust me. There was a girl that did OnlyFans for a long time. Made mega bucks. And after that, she stopped.
Okay.
And she came out as a Christian.
Okay.
Now, like I said, I'm not hating on her. I'm just curious about this because if it's all true, props to her.
Yeah.
I'm glad she came out of that. She said that she got a husband and her husband brought her to Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And she's done interviews with Michael Knowles, I'm Charlie Kirk, I'm pretty sure, all these other people about her spiritual journey out of OnlyFans.
Yeah.
But the question is,
Yes.
do you keep all the money that you have made from doing said sin? That's a hard one.
Well, I'm trying to think about it like this. You know, at the beginning of The Chosen,
I love The Chosen.
I know. Yeah, here I come. So get ready.
Man,
But you remember at the beginning,
I do remember at the beginning.
and Mary,
Of course.
she was a sex worker, correct?
That part was not shown in the show, but I believe you're right.
Well, she was. It wasn't shown. Yes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a very PG show.
Yep, 13.
But it, like they called it the Red District and stuff.
Yes.
So like that's where that stuff is known to be going on.
She was known for not having a great reputation.
Right. So, and in the show, she turns her whole life around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she really like had anything that she just gave up.
I don't think she had much, though, either.
Yeah, so that's the deal. But what if she did? Would based off the rest of like watching the way that goes and reading, like Lazarus, I don't know how he made his money. Or,
I don't either.
I'm assuming though it was through some kind of like investment. Because what was he, like construction or something? They said.
I think he was a construction worker. Something to do with stones, I think.
Yeah.
Like he cut stones.
Like
or
a stone cutter or something.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's coming back to me, but it's going slow. Didn't earn it the same way, and it's not the same, like moral value, I guess, but of those jobs. But they don't ask you to give any of that back. And or like that guy who stole or robbed those people in the latest season. Remember?
Guy that stole or robbed.
Yeah. And that guy ended up dying. Yeah, they robbed a guy and the guy ended up dying.
Who robbed the guy?
This guy out in the middle of nowhere, and they went to his house for dinner. Jesus and the disciples.
And someone killed him?
I don't think anybody killed him. Maybe they did later.
Oh, I don't remember that part. But
Yeah, they plowed his field for him because his leg was all busted up.
Yeah, okay, I remember that. Yeah.
Well, remember when they sat down and had dinner with him?
Uh-huh.
And he tells them the story about how his leg's broken because they robbed a guy and he ended up dying.
Oh, okay. I got you.
And he fell off the horse and broke his leg.
Yes, I remember. I got you now.
They helped him.
Yeah.
Like planting that field could be a source of income for you. It could be for you.
Yeah.
But a whole field's probably to be a farmer. And he did something wrong. So I would say that you don't have to give it all away. But with the stipulation that you should probably try to use your wealth now for good.
Well, from my understanding, she does.
Well, then you're doing good. Easy peasy. You're using that money to try to help people.
Yeah, but what if that gives the mindset of all these other people? I'll just do OnlyFans for 10 years, and then I'll come out a Christian after that, and I'll be good. Everybody's going to think different of me. Because as Christians, we will bring you in.
But if they really turn a new leaf,
that's the hard part.
Then it's cool. Well, we're cool.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not my problem.
I'm going to keep
if they
all my
lie about it, Jesus takes care of that.
I guess you're right.
That's true. That's not for me.
It's true.
So if they're helping people, if they're feeding the poor,
big facts.
Yo, we're winning. We're up.
Would Jesus want you to do that
as a team? What do you mean?
Like if I told Jesus, "Hey Jesus, I'm going to sell my naked pictures for 10 years, so I can feed the poor after that."
I don't think so.
Yeah. So.
You like that?
Yeah, like he's probably like he probably hit you with.
He's probably
yeah,
man. I'd really try to find something else.
Yeah. Because I do believe fully that Mary would have gave it, if she did have a lot of money, she would have gave it all up to be with Jesus. I really think that.
Yeah, but at the same time, I do want to say this.
The question would be, would Jesus be like, you don't have to do that?
Probably. Because
you're genuine.
Yeah. He knows your heart.
That's true.
So he would know.
You're hitting big facts here. Big facts.
Yo, I'm trying.
Big facts.
I'm trying.
So are we as Christians doing the right thing then?
What do you mean?
For this girl, her name's Nala. I remember that. Should we continue giving her the spotlight to talk about Jesus and continue to make money from it?
If it's in a positive manner,
I mean, it is.
Yeah, spread the word.
I guess that's right.
Because here's a good point, I think, really. And if you want to hate, you can hate, but Jesus doesn't hate.
That's right, and that's what, and you're a pure reason for what you're saying. This is why you got to trust in the guy.
I love throwing that all the time on people. That's like
because
I'm trying to focus on it more. But my point was, imagine there was people who followed her, dudes, women, watched her content,
watched Mary's,
huh?
Watch Mary's,
Nala's.
Oh, gotcha.
And thought, whether they consumed the content or they looked up to her and was like, I want to be like that. I want to make money like her. And then all this stuff goes down and they go, wow. And that changed their mind.
I hope. That's what I pray about.
Dude, even if it changed one mind.
You're right.
That's a win.
That's a win. And everybody comes out on top. She comes out a millionaire. And
yeah. What do you say?
God.
What do you say? What'd you learn at church? There's gonna be a lot of good old boys in hell.
There's gonna be a lot of good old boys in hell.
Hey,
that's right, but not them, not that girl.
But if you could save one,
so the more or less the question, the question that she needs to ask herself, and I hope we all know the right answer, is if Jesus did come to her and says, "I need you to get rid of all this to show that you love me," that we all pray she says yes. For sure.
Yeah. The odds of you being meeting.
Yeah, you're dead.
With Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. guess so.
Well, I'll say that. Some people say they met him.
Oh, man. I didn't see that one coming. That was good. I should have.
That's it.
I mean, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Solid.
She went through all that stuff.
Yeah.
To get one person to God.
Yeah.
And that's good enough in the end.
Yeah.
Dang. What are you talking about? A redemption story, brother. You're talking about anybody being able to go through anything.
Well, that's, dude, well, that's...
Like, imagine if Epstein came out after that and was like, dude, follow the Lord. And he suspiciously dies in a jail cell. He didn't. Somebody released that.
Yeah.
But that gets that one person to heaven. Do you imagine like going to heaven? Because I'm sure Jesus has like a sense of humor. I like to think he does. It's like you get to heaven, which is awesome. You're with the big man. It's the greatest thing ever.
Yes.
And he's like calls you over. He's like, dude, puts his arm around you. He's like, what do you think? And you're like, dude, this is insane. You were like, I think that you brought that dude in my life to get me to know you. And you're like, and he's like, everything happens for a reason. And you're like, yeah, that was a great guy. And Jesus is like, ah. Ah. It's like
by the skin of his teeth.
a couple years go by and he's not up there with you.
Yeah.
And you're like, Jesus, what happened to that guy? Well.
Hate to tell you this.
Yeah. But he was a reason that you got here. He introduced you to me. And I'm sure that's happened before.
Probably.
Talk about deep. You might some guy that's not really following Jesus.
Yeah.
Said one thing that planted it in your mind, though.
Yeah.
All it takes is one seed.
While we're talking about this, I've got a kind of a different train of thought, but similar. It stays with this a little bit. And I just want to get your opinion on it. So somebody showed me a video that the Homeland Security put out. Department of Homeland Security for America.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And it went pretty hard, as we would say. It was pretty good recruiting content.
Gotcha.
That's definitely what it was for. And somebody told me that they didn't think it was right because they used the clip from Fury where the guy quotes
But I know what you're talking about.
Isaiah, I think.
Yep.
And it ends with, "Here am I, send me."
Yes.
So I did some research and I talked with Carson.
Mm-hmm.
And we think that is a misuse of the quote. Like they're misusing what that part of the Bible is saying.
Okay, so lay it out for the people.
Okay, because so I looked up.
What do most people believe, and then what do you believe?
What do you mean?
What do most people believe that means?
Well, when you hear it out of context, what most people believe is it's saying like, look at me, God, send me to XYZ. Okay? That's what people are thinking. Excuse me. So if people are using that to say, send me, and then fill in the blank, that's incorrect. Because in there, there's a reason why he's saying send me. They're talking about a specific city where the people were lost.
Mm-hmm.
And God asked, who is going to teach them? And he says, send me.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. I'm generalizing here, but that's what I got out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I even had somebody else who's got some years in the gospel double check that.
Mm-hmm.
And he agreed. He said, yeah, that sounds like he's saying, send me to preach about you.
Yes.
And to do God's work.
Yes. For that's exactly what it is right there.
That's
the actual thing is, then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, whom shall I send?
Yes.
Who will go for us? And I said, here am I, send me.
Yes.
Yes.
And he's saying, send me to spread your word.
Yes.
And about God.
Yes.
Right? So if you take it out of context, you say, here am I, send me
Yeah.
to war.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not what it's saying.
Yeah, heck no. Send me to Ukraine, my butt.
Yeah. And so the person I knew was upset because they felt like they were trying to recruit people by using scripture.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't take it that way. I knew it was from a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a really kind of like a cool scene that everybody like connects with or whatever. And so I just thought, it's a movie. Like it's from a movie. Like it's literally Shia LaBeouf speaking.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that somebody took that quote and reused it. No, it's literally the part where Shia LaBeouf says it.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it that way.
He's a Catholic now too.
But they were like, oh, that's how I think they're using it. They're trying to use like something holy to convince people that it's okay to go to war or to like get people, because that's really what this was recruiting for. Okay, it was recruiting for like the current like immigration policy and stuff, because they need more guys to help. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that is okay? You think it's wrong that they used that? Do you think they were trying to use it to persuade people in a scripture spiritual way? Or like, how are you interpreting? Because I didn't think about it that way, but then after I looked up exactly what that verse was saying, which I mean you could infer that that's what they meant, but I wanted to read it for myself, obviously. And once I read the context, because I didn't know, what if it was somebody asking God to send him to do something else other than spread the word, you know. I didn't know, so I double checked. And it is out of context. How you feel about that? Because I know this content goes hard. It's the same stuff.
It does go hard. It does go hard. I have a hard time with this one for a couple reasons.
Okay, come on.
Number one, I'm not a big war guy.
Yeah.
And I do like seeing that stuff. It goes hard. I'm all about it.
It goes hard.
And I think what it should do, instead of driving people to want to hunt bad people, I wish it would strive people to protect good people. And I don't know if it does that because, let's all be real, it's not as cool.
Yeah, like chasing down bad guys sounds a lot cooler.
When Rob O'Neill says you never lived until you've hunted a guy out of a helicopter or whatever, something like that, I don't think that's right. But that's way cooler than saying, I'm going to protect the U.S. Embassy.
Yeah.
Versus I'm going to bin Laden's house. So I understand that. The hardest part I have about this whole thing, and the reason why I don't think a lot of people think why Shyla said it in the movie, is because it states very clear for us, we are one nation under God. Technically, there has not been another nation that was created with a group of people believing that God is God. Now, Israel believed in God a long time.
Yeah.
And obviously it's a huge part of their thing.
Yes.
Now, I don't know the history of Israel as much as I know the history of the United States, because the United States is the best, and this is where I live. So this is why I know it. But I do know we were one nation under God. So in this movie of Fury, when he says that, those guys believe they are doing God's will. And nobody can tell them no.
Yeah.
Because that's how they feel.
Yeah.
They think these guys are the devil and God's with us on the back of that.
Yes.
Not saying they're wrong, because if I had to go raid a building that I believe there was bad people in, I would like to think I'm the good guy and I got God on my back. So I don't even think in the movie he was saying it to be like, send me, I will go do this. I think he literally said it in the movie because he believed he is a soldier of God. Now, yeah of course, he's Team United States.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
on.
yeah.
But so in the aspect of using that in the homelands thing,
Yeah.
somehow, if you can make the message clear, the reason I put this in here is not because I want people that want to kill other people.
Mm-hmm.
I want people that will do the Lord's work. Meaning, if there is bad people that do threaten your life under self-defense, you do take care of that. It says that very, very clearly in the Bible. If that was their intention, is I want good people that love God on our team, which I think a lot. I think a lot of people that join the military are probably, at least around here, we know are good Christian people, and they want to do good for their country. Then I don't necessarily think it's bad. But if their pure intentions was, I want to get a bunch of killers on here, yeah, I don't think that's the. Don't throw that plaque up on Ukraine versus Russia.
Yeah.
And say anything about it, because it's not going to work for me. But I mean, a lot of these guys we listen to, John Lovell, dude's a Christian, and he's done some hardcore stuff, and I think he still lives out Christian values. If that trailer is to get a bunch of guys like him, then we're good.
Right.
I have no problem with it. But I hope that was the intention. It's a long answer.
So let me shoot in there on a couple things. One, Israel was created by people who were united. It was set up by the people that God sent out, that He freed. I've been reading that part. It's in the front part of the Bible. It seems to be less popular with people. But if I'm correct, the nation of Israel is set up by God's people that He appointed, and He made sure that they got there and were set. So that is a similar situation. Now, there have been other groups throughout history who used that mentality. I don't know if they really necessarily started a country,
right?
But they might have taken one over under that level of claim. So there's my 2 cents on that. But that's the two instances I know of. Is that there's been some groups like the Knights Templar and stuff like that,
right,
who took over the holy city based on Jerusalem, based on they believed it was God's work,
right.
And then when God's people literally set up the different tribes and countries.
I wonder, the nation of Israel. The nation of Israel was not established until really not that long ago. Like on paper, established as a country.
Are you sure?
I think so.
I don't think so. Do it live real quick. Let's.
I'll do it live. What
I love saying do it live.
What do you want me to ask specifically? When was the nation of Israel established?
Yes. You're about to get an old number.
Be nice if I could spell.
Well, I guess, I don't know, you might need to put modern day. I don't know. What'd you get?
May 14th, 1948.
And did you put modern day? Or did you just put Israel?
I said, when was the nation of Israel established?
Okay.
Says but then right after that, I don't know if it was listening to you. It says the modern nation of Israel was established on May 14th, 1948.
Yeah.
So I'm curious what the nation was back then.
That was that's the modern,
right, yeah.
On a map.
Right.
But it was still called Israel, and it was still recognized as being a place. It just wasn't called a nation and here's their border.
So where was it then?
Still there.
But like, was it different than the Israel we know now?
No. Because Jerusalem, right, the holy city, is in Israel, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, it always has been.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're saying
Since the creation of Israel.
yes.
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 So from all them before Jesus, it's been there.
So did Israel claim like the West Bank and Gaza, or is that something completely different?
All the deets, not really sure on that. I'd have to do more research. But
Like what do you think dates the oldest map of the Middle East? If you had to,
my goodness,
if one that we understand, like
probably something like the Egyptian maps.
which is like, give me a year.
I don't know, dog. That's like old. Look up oldest Middle Eastern map known. Golly, I don't like. What do you want me?
Oh,
405
oldest middle
BC. You know what I mean? Like, what do you like?
map.
Man,
We're going out hard here, ladies and gentlemen. And I got one bar. Like I can really pull up anything.
one melon. Can't say the original quote. Get
See, like,
copyrighted.
I'm trying to pull up a date here. There's no Israel on this map. It just says Palestine.
Okay.
So like, where was Jesus talking about?
What do you mean?
Like,
Israel's still a place. It was still there in the Middle East.
but it doesn't show up on a map.
It don't have to show up on a map, man. They found islands not long ago, okay, that was never on a map. Nobody had ever had them on a map, but they were still there, wasn't they?
Yeah, but
Okay, so Israel was there even though they hadn't mapped it out yet. America was here before they put it on a map.
I understand that. But what was it called before then?
It was called Israel the whole time.
No, United States.
Oh, United States? It's been called many things over the years. There's one group of people who thought that they had found... well, it's been called the Americas once they were discovered. But
Right, what was it called before that?
But I think... What was the trade route? I'm trying to remember the exact trade route. Did they leave from Asia and they thought that they were getting to India, but they'd actually passed it and showed up here? Or vice versa. They left.
See, I see.
They left Europe.
I almost wonder if when Jesus says Israel, if he means something different.
No.
Then why doesn't it show up on a map back then? It never has until 1948. It was on a map.
No, sir.
Brother.
No, sir.
Guys, fact check me.
It was on a map.
I mean, it's serious. Fact check me. If you go to older maps,
I don't have to fact check you
it
because
does not say Israel anywhere.
Okay. Let's think about this for a second. If I
Listen.
go to Google Maps right now,
Yes.
and I zoom all the way out where it just shows me America, the United States of America. Let me
Yes.
be very specific. And it shows you all of the states, okay?
Yes.
It doesn't say Little Rock. It says Arkansas because it's zoomed way out because it's one little tiny spot. So Israel is this one area of a much larger landmass that hasn't been categorized yet. It wasn't until 48 or whatever you said that somebody said, okay, we're going to say this is Israel on a modern map.
But what about
before that?
What about the older
Before
maps?
that, they would just write right here, Israel, or they would know when you travel through this part of the country, Israel is here.
But why can't I find nothing like that?
I don't know, dog. They didn't make a lot of maps back then. They just told you go that way. Egypt is that way.
Well, Egypt's on the map.
Well, Egypt was a big powerhouse. Has been for a long time. What do you expect? That's like being America. We're going to have our own maps because we're a powerhouse.
I know, dude.
So
but
was Egypt.
We're talking about Israel's one of the most influential things in the entire world, and we can't even get the name on a map.
Didn't have to. If you're that influential, think about this for a second. If you're that influential, hear me out. And you got on a boat, and you rowed across the ocean, okay,
Yes.
and you got off in Europe,
Yes.
and you said, which way is Israel? And they go, I don't know. And you say, okay, well, which way is the Middle East? And they say, that way. And you take off, and you go, and you go, and you go, and you get closer and closer, and you stop along the way, and you go, which way is the Middle East? Until you start seeing people that's different. And then you ask them, hear me out, and you ask them,
Dude.
you say, where's Israel? Oh, it's about 1,000 kilometers that way. Got it.
Yes, but why don't we have anything written that says that?
I'm telling you right now, I bet my Bible in the back where there's a bunch of maps
Yeah.
has a map where it shows you where Israel was. Okay?
I'd love to see that.
With the old school layout,
Yeah.
like an older map. Okay, well, it's available. You're probably not searching the right stuff.
And I may not be. You may be absolutely.
But I'm telling you,
right.
there was maps, but at the same time, there's a lot of word of mouth going on.
Brother, I got the word of the mouth part. I understand all that.
All right, here we go.
I understand all that, but we are about to get short of time. So,
Well,
see, this thing right here says the kingdom of Israel, and what's that one? Jerusalem is not even in it.
huh? What is this? What are we looking at here?
The kingdoms
Of Judah and Israel.
Israel.
Okay?
The red is Israel.
Okay.
As you can see, there's Judah.
Yeah.
Jerusalem is not in Israel.
Okay. It's in Judah. Okay?
Yeah, Judah's not even a thing anymore.
Perfect. It's Israel now.
It's not even Israel. It's West Bank and Gaza. I'm pretty sure.
Is Gaza its own country? Or is Gaza inside of Israel?
I don't know. I think is Gaza technically not Palestine? Is it not?
Bruh.
Well, we'll finish out with this right here.
You got me sounding like Derek right now, bruh. My point is, okay,
Yes.
especially like Jerusalem is going to be a lot harder to argue on, and here's why. They have been fighting over whose that is for so long.
I do agree with that.
They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, they don't know what the they're doing. No,
So-
I agree with that. I agree with
So
that.
here's the problem with that then.
I agree with that.
If one map that these people made said it's ours, and these people make a different map said no, it's ours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I'm with you.
it's kind of irrelevant. Like it was there. It's always been there. Like Jerusalem's here.
Yes.
Okay, so who claims it has changed many times over the. Well, they both claim it, but who's actually had control of it has changed over time.
So ending this out on a hot take.
On a hot take.
On a hot
No, I want this to be a cold, hard fact take.
So what does it mean
Yes.
when the people try to argue
Yes.
that we should follow Israel because Jesus says to?
What do you mean?
Does Jesus not say at a certain point that anybody that blesses Israel shall be blessed? That's what a lot of people believe. This is what Tucker and Tim Cruz talked about. Tim Cruz said this is the reason why he follows Israel.
I do need a deep dive on this, but part of Israel is the people.
I'm with you.
Okay.
I'm with you.
And they got disbanded a long time ago. The original tribe of Israel. That's what we're talking about. Whoever blesses.
See, that's what I'm also wondering. Was Israel not a place? Israel was the tribe.
Originally, it was the tribe, yes.
Yes.
You had the tribe of Judah. You had the tribe of Dan. You have the tribe of Israel. You have the tribe of et cetera, et cetera.
Yup.
Okay? So originally, if you bless this group of people, you will be blessed.
Which is people that believe in the Lord above.
Because out of that came Jesus.
Yes.
Out of that group came et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
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 So I'm talking about what he's talking about is
the group of people that established is the tribe
Israelites.
Of Israelites.
Yes.
Yes. Not the country.
correct.
Yes. I'm with you. And it does say Jerusalem right now is in the West Bank, and it's not in Israel.
Okay, well that's why they're fighting. Because it's
Correct.
Israel says it's theirs.
Yes.
Yep. So
Stop the fighting. Yeah. We can all have it. We're all good.
that's like that saying
Nobody out here is trying to blow it up.
I can end on that. You know, they say you can't have your cake and eat it too. Well, I can.
That's right.
And you could too.
You can eat a little bit of my cake.
Just chill out.
I'm with you.
Mellow out a little bit.
Yep.
It's be all right.
All right, guys.
Hope you got
Great
something good out of this.
podcast.
Yes.
Got it all the way from Onlyfans to Jesus.
Woo! Woo!
Hopefully somebody out there converts and give the big man some love. And all the guys out there, just go ahead and delete OnlyFans. You don't even need that
Yeah, stay off
at
that.
all. Get off that
That's
junk.
bad for you.
All right. John Boy left us with some good stuff. I hope everybody out there continues to have a great day.
Please.
Love everybody out there.
Yep.
Find us some OnlyFans person to bring on the podcast so we can really dive deep into it.
Like, comment, subscribe.
That's it. And we're out.
We're out.